Hey Cancer, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your bonus reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you for having the most views, so happy Halloween to you. All right, let's take a look at what is the bonus message for Cancer here. You know that I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Cancer, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. All right. So let's see here. We have a Five of Cups. Five of Cups is the overall energy here. So Five of Cups is somebody either missing you or you missing them, somebody unable to get over the past, wishing that they can fix the past as well. But something here has happened where, you know, it is what it is, and really needing to turn around and see that the party isn't over yet. The party is still there. So this individual here is upset that the Three Cups have spilled. This could have been a third-party situation. It doesn't have to be, only if you resonate with that part here. So the wine is gone, right? It's gone. She's upset. You know, why did this happen, etc. But let's look at the bright side here. The bright side is that there's another bottle of wine right there. There's a huge party waiting for you, and there are two brand new cups. Okay? So the person that you're dealing with, again, this can go vice versa. They have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. This person could be someone here who indulges a lot in addictions, or they're unable to have some kind of control within them. They could just be somebody here who's just very unhappy. And when we're unhappy, we do indulge in these addictions, right? Because addictions are ultimately something that's giving us a little bit of comfort when the root of the issue is that there was a lack of nurturing whenever it was in the childhood or whatever it is. There's something here that triggered, and this individual or you, somebody here was like, I'm not being nurtured. Therefore, you look for outside things to nurture. And that's how we get into addictions, because that thing kind of like fulfills us. And because it makes us feel good for the time being, it's we create this codependency, which in turn turns into an addiction. And we can't moderate it because it's like we need it to feel nurtured. We need it to feel happy. No, you don't need it. We just think that we need it, right? So it's like, oh, I feel upset, so I'm going to grab the tub of ice cream. I'm just going to eat the ice cream. And you overeat. When your body has these urges and these cravings, what it's craving is to be nurtured. So you nurture it with ice cream. But so the root of the issue isn't nurturing with food or with alcohol or with sex or with attention or whatever. I don't know. The root of the issue is nurturing yourself in a healthy way. So for some, this could be a lack of a motherly figure present in their life, or they had a mother figure, but the mother didn't nurture them. The mother didn't, maybe did nurture them, but they always felt like, the child always felt like they were never good enough. Like you could have had one of those mothers that said, oh, great job, I'm so proud of you. But then you go and you do something that you enjoy and they're like, no, you shouldn't do that. And it's like, well, okay, so you accept me for when I do good things that you like, but when I go and do something that I like, you're not proud of me. So you don't like me for who I am. So in turn, you're not feeling nurtured, okay? You could have had a narcissistic mother. Maybe you had siblings and you were the child that was always put to the corner and your older sibling was always the best child. Or you were the best child and you felt bad for your sibling who was always never good enough. Or you felt like you were held to a higher standards and you were like, well, what if I can't meet that? You know, all this pressure on you. Or them. This is in the position of them. So they could have been dealing with that. And so when they entered into a relationship with you, it's like they weren't, you could have held them to that high regard, but in reality, they were holding themselves to this high regard. And so once they realized that they failed, instead of admitting defeat, instead of being like, you know what, understanding that you do love them and saying to you, you know I failed you, I'm sorry. Maybe they felt maybe it's not even them, but in their subconscious, they felt that if they admitted defeat to you, that you were kind of, I don't know, whatever the person that originally caused the trauma, whatever they did to them, you were going to do to them. So maybe put them to the side, or maybe criticize them, or maybe not love them, not nurture them. But I think this person doesn't realize they're dealing with a Cancer, and Cancer will always nurture. You rule the 4th house of home, of motherhood, regardless if you're a male or female. You have this very caring, nurturing energy that you just want to give for someone to survive. And in turn, you want somebody to give to you because you're very accepting of love too. So it's like this is why you have this open heart. Why do they say Cancers are emotional? Because you understand that being open to love, which is why you might be emotional, that's how you receive love and give love. While other signs, let's say earth signs, will their way of showing love would be providing and being more practical and trying to resolve your problems, in a practical way and give you advice. And that's how they show love, Love languages are always different. So you have the 9 of Pentacles in your position here, which is ultimately somebody here who's confident, could be single. You could be single from this person. But if you're not single from this person, this is you just trying to focus on you, not trying to focus on the past, the regret, etc. For some of you, this could be a false mask that you're wearing. That deep down inside, you're feeling this hurt and pain, but you're showing everybody like, no, I'm okay. And the outcome is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, though. So with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is that there's no change here. There's also a divine timing being played here. So it's like the wheel isn't turning as of yet. Now, why isn't it turning? Is it not turning because you still have to go a little bit more with this individual? Sometimes we think we've learned our lessons, and in reality, there's still more we need to learn. It's not that you haven't learned, but there's still more. For example, it could be that suffering with this individual was that you needed to learn how to be patient or how to see other people's perspectives as well. And you learned that and you started to do that. But then you're like, why am I still in this cycle with this person? And so then you realize that the next year later, that if it wasn't for this person, you wouldn't become spiritual. I don't know, or have this connection or understand that there's more to life. So the following year, you start to realize that I'm in a codependent relationship. So now that you've learned to see someone else's perspective and be more patient 3 years ago, 2 years ago, you learned how to, what was the one that I said? You learned how to be more spiritual. And now this year, you learned that you were in a codependent relationship. Now, all of those tools that you've gained all together gives you the confidence to now be able to detach yourself. Because maybe 3 years ago, you were thinking you wanted to detach, but you were just not confident. Oh, maybe it's going to work out. Oh, what if I can't make it financially or whatever? And now at this point, 3 years later, I don't know, I'm just giving an example. You're like, you know what? I can make it on my own. You know what? I don't need this person for nothing because I'm good within myself. Let's just clarify this. Why is the 5 of Cups here? Okay. Why is the 9 of Cups in the reverse? Nine of Pentacles. And, okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Why is this in the reverse? Okay, so with the 5 of Cups here, we have the Chariot, 7 of Wands, and the Magician in the reverse. So we do have, Magician can be Aries. It is Mercury, though. So it could be Gemini, Virgo. Some people do also say Scorpio. We have Cancer here with the Chariot. So this is regaining control, having your boundaries, okay? and really seeing through people's BS. For some of you, you're just unsure of where to go and unable to move forward because of, again, not having all the tools necessary yet. So with the Nine of Cups being in the reverse as this other person, it can go vice versa. They have the High Priestess, Queen of Swords in the reverse, and Hangman. So we have two Pisces energy. So you could be dealing with the Pisces or have it in your chart. And we do have the Queen of Swords in Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, specifically Libra. So the Nine of Cups is in the reverse. There is a lack of feeling peace within, of feeling contentment, of just feeling happy, okay? Because your intuition or their intuition is speaking to them, but they're not thinking clearly. They're not seeing the other side of the coin. They're really trying to escape the situation or just kind of feeling like a victim here. Therefore, their anger or their thoughts are kind of clouding their intuition, all right? Now, we do have... Now, for some of you, this person might have cut you off and they're feeling unhappy while their intuition is telling them you need to do the right thing. So clarifying the Nine of Pentacles is the King of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Could be dealing or have it in your chart, Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. So this is ultimately of feeling good. Feeling good. The swords are falling off of your back. You're healing. For some of you, you're getting attention. For some of you, there are people looking at you and they're like, damn, did you see Cancer? Could be a fire sign who has their eye on you. And then for the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. It could be not wanting to pursue this any longer, not wanting to turn the wheel with this individual. Nine of Swords in the reverse is this getting over of the anxiety, of the overthinking, of the self-doubt, etc. Four of Cups in the reverse could be not accepting this offer, okay? Or you're just accepting things as they are. And the Five of Swords is letting down the swords. You're not progressing the wheel, the same wheel that you've been on, that hamster wheel that's been going over and over. You realized you stopped the wheel and you were like, you know what? I can just get off the wheel. I can get off the wheel. And you did. Or you are. What is this person's intentions towards Cancer, please? So, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Tower in the reverse. This is Mars energy, so Aries, Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles is a Capricorn, specifically Taurus or Virgo. So they could have its Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or this could be in your chart here. I think they're seeing the situation for what it is too. Because the Tower being in the reverse, I feel like this has happened already, the Tower moment. You guys could have been married to each other. The stability of the family home has been turned upside down here. They realize that you're not giving any more to the situation. I almost feel like they're not really doing anything about it, though. What about this King of Wands? Is this a new person for Cancer? Four of Swords in the reverse, Four of Pentacles in the reverse, Ten of Cups in the reverse. So if this is a new person, this person has been waiting for you to let go of the situation. They might know that you were in an ish show with somebody else and waiting for that to dissolve. Yeah, because it could be that I see the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles, so it could be a Taurus Doesn't have to be. So the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is that it could be that you were in a commitment and this person wasn't making a move. So they've been waiting for you to let go of the situation, for them to come to communicate with you. Now, let's take a look here, Cancer. Again, that doesn't have to resonate. That doesn't have to be it. This could be that the King of Wands is you, and ultimately you're letting go of a connection here where you don't feel harmony, where things aren't working out. You know, you've done the healing with the Four of Swords being in the reverse, and now you're able to let go instead of holding on tightly. Separation. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Well, keeping an open mind is more of like, you know, accepting whatever the universe gives you. Don't let your past hold you back. A new romantic cycle begins and you're very close to achieving your goals. Okay? So if you're waiting on new love, Cancer, a new romantic cycle begins. Don't let your past hold you back. For some of you, it's not beginning because, you know, you're still focused on this past person. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups in the reverse, and the Star card in the reverse. Could be an Aquarius. Could be somebody in your workplace with the Three of Pentacles, or somewhere that you frequently visit. Like, I don't know, maybe your local coffee shop that you go to. Or, I don't know, who knows? The bookstore you like to go to. So with the Star card being in the reverse, it could be that there's still a little bit of healing that needs to be done before accepting this offer here. Or maybe somebody has their eye on you, but they don't know if it will go anywhere, so they might not be approaching you. It could be that they're just not being vulnerable. But Three of Pentacles is working together, collaborating, being recognized. Seven of Cups in the reverse is that there is clarity, there is no confusion, and somebody has made a choice. And the Star card in the reverse, it could be a lack of vulnerability. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. If you resonate with the message, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.